Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back like I never left. It's been about a week since I made a video. Life be lifing. I get knocked down, but I get up again. I've had spectrum problems, had normal life problems, but here we are, about to get back on the consistent, y'all. Before we get into this stuff, our channel's about to get a big upgrade, y'all. In the next couple of weeks, I'll have a new laptop, be able to do more stuff. Gonna decorate better. The channel's about to take a big upgrade. Thanks for everybody that supported me up until now. Everybody supports me in the future. Thank you as well. We're up to 73 subscribers. Y'all get it up to 100. Subscribe to the channel. We got a few things to talk about. The Vols land their 2027 quarterback commit today. Our defensive backs coach just hired from Ohio State. Off to the NFL. Then James Pearce Jr. loses his damn mind. Did he ruin his NFL career? We're going to talk about what he did. Before we do it, y'all know what to do. Make sure to do that YouTube stuff for me. Hit that thumbs up. Get in that comment section. I always comment back. I have missed one or two here and there, but I always try to get back to you. Love to interact with you, whether you're a Vols fan, a Vol hater, it don't matter. Make sure you hit that bell. Subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all in advance. Let's get into it. The Vols land their 2027 quarterback commit. Let's pull it up here. And before everybody gets started, you know how Tennessee fans are. Lord have mercy. Oh, he's only a 3-star. The class of 2027 quarterback Derek Baker is committed to Tennessee. High-ceiling quarterback that stands at 6'2", 220. Austin Price broke the news. Before y'all get started, I know how Tennessee fans are. About 10 to 15% of us are the worst fans in the country. Every fan base has them. It just seems like ours are so much louder than everybody else. He's a 3-star, okay? About top 500 player, barely. Here's the caveat. We beat out Auburn and Florida State for him. He also had offers from Ohio State, Georgia. He had 30 offers. This is a high-ceiling kid, 6'2", 220, y'all. The scouts said he looks more like a linebacker. Runs a 4.5, 4.6. High-ceiling player. I think by the time signing day rolls around, early signing day in December, this kid will be a high 4-star, maybe even a low 5-star. He's dealt with the injuries. That's part of why his ranking's down. But when you stack up quarterbacks like we have, I mean, we had a run of Nico, Merklinger. Merklinger was the guy, kind of a bridge guy, just in case something went wrong. George McIntyre, here's a 5-star. He ended up a 4-star, but here's a 5-star. And you got Faison Brandon, number 1 player in the country on 24/7. 5-star on the composite. When you're bringing in 5-star quarterback after 5-star quarterback, that's when you take a chance on a guy that's kind of under the radar. He's had injury problems. They talk about how intelligent he is, how easy it is for him to read defenses. He's a hell of an athlete. 6'2", 220 at quarterback, running a 4.5, 4.6. That's a dual threat quarterback. Yes, he's a 3-star, but I'm telling you, he will climb the ratings if he stays healthy this year. That's the perfect kind of quarterback to bring in when after this season you're going to have 2 younger guys that were former 5-stars battling each other in McIntyre and Faison Brandon. Now, that a wrench could get thrown in that plan if Aguilar doesn't get another year. I think even if Aguilar doesn't get another year, we end up with a quarterback, y'all. The transfer portal, it's not the only way to transfer. We seen it last year. Wisconsin Edge, transfer portal's closed. He just unenrolls from Wisconsin and enrolls in Miami. And Wisconsin's like, what the hell? He can't do that. And the NCAA said, well, technically he can because Miami didn't give him a scholarship. They just gave him NIL money, and he's paying his own way to school. So there's other ways Tennessee could end up with a quarterback this year if Aguilar doesn't get the extra year of eligibility. But either way, you're going to have Faison, George McIntyre battling it out next year for sure. Whoever wins that, other guy probably transfers after next season. Something happened there, but we're good, y'all. So, huge pickup for Tennessee. I think it's going to be the guy that helps the recruiting class get going. We're ranked like 15 to 20ish in the 2027 class. I got check back in around December, y'all, and I promise you this kid will at least be a 4-star. I mean, we offered Faison Brandon when he was a sophomore. He was just a 3-star guy, and look at him now. #1 player in the country. Heupel has an eye for quarterback talent. That's one thing you can be the biggest Heupel hater in the world, but you cannot question his quarterback evaluations. So, big news. Some people say it's not big news because the kid's a 3-star, but sometimes you got to know the whole story. Even if he ends up a 3-star. Aguilar was a no-star. Pavia was a no-star. It's all about coaching, y'all. Got some bad news to go with the good news. Our defensive backs coach just hired after the season, y'all. Leaves to go take the Rams defensive backs job. Newly hired Tennessee cornerback coach Michael Hunter Jr. is leaving the Volunteers to join the NFL Los Angeles Rams as defensive backs coach. Hunter, a former Ohio State staffer, accepted the position in Knoxville in early January, but is departing before coaching in a single spring practice with the Vols. Hunter was hired to revamp Tennessee's secondary under new defensive coordinator Jim Knowles. He previously worked as an assistant defensive back coach at Ohio State. So it's good news and bad news. The good news is we hired a guy that is thought of so highly amongst his peers that he literally makes a jump from assistant defensive backs coach to quarterbacks coach at Tennessee to defensive backs coach for the Rams. Bad news is now you got to find a guy to replace him. I'm sure Jim Knowles, Josh Heupel already have a guy in mind. And if we learned anything from this offseason, they're willing to spend the money to get elite coaches. Spent elite money to get Jim Knowles. Spent big money to get Hunter Jr. Spent big money to get Poindexter. We're willing to spend the money. Made Derek Owens the highest paid strength coach in the country. I have no doubt we'll hire another great cornerbacks coach. We'll be all right. It's just disappointing news because that was a guy I was really excited about. I'm anxious to see who we replace him with before I make a judgment on it. All in all, the staff has still been a huge upgrade, but this is not the ideal time to be looking for a coach to make a move from another school, but all you got to do is offer him an upgrade. Give him a pay raise. He's a young, up-and-comer, highly thought-of coach at a smaller school or even an equal school. You give him a pay raise, he's coming. These coaches are obviously buying what Josh Heupel sells. Was last year a disappointment? Absolutely. But before that, Heupel's really overachieved every single year until this year. It seems like his peers in the coaching community believe in him. Because if not, Jim Knowles wouldn't have come. We wouldn't have stole Derek Owens from Indiana, who just won the national title. The future looks bright orange, y'all, but we're looking for a cornerbacks coach. let's get to the main deal, y'all. James Pearce Jr. Did he just ruin his NFL career after literally being a candidate for Defensive Rookie of the Year? The argument could have been made for him to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. He had 10.5 or 11.5 sacks and played way less snaps than guys like Abdul Carter and other guys. He was basically in just on pass rushing downs and still got 11.5, 10.5 sacks as a rookie. It was looking like he was going to be a menace to offensive linemen for years to come. Now that's questionable. Let's go over the details. He was dating former Tennessee Lady Vol, Rakia Jackson, now on the Los Angeles Sparks. Here's the timeline of events, y'all. Rakia Jackson told police she ended a 3-year relationship with James Pearce. She blocked his number. He allegedly used another phone to contact her. Friday, she texted him to leave her alone. Saturday, she noticed him allegedly following her in the Lamborghini. He allegedly exited his car and tried to open her door. She drove toward a police station, and James Pearce tried to rear-end her and did hit her car. While she's trying to get to the police, police arrived after all this big scuffle's going on. Drew their guns on James Pearce, told him to get down on the ground. What's he do? Drove off, hitting an officer in the knee with his car, crashed at an intersection, then fled on foot, and it took about 4 or 5 officers to arrest him. So he's facing multiple felony charges. He looks like an absolute monster in this situation. And if you recall, when James Pearce left Tennessee, what were the conversations? He's got character issues. He'd be a top 10 pick if he didn't have character issues. Some of us didn't want to believe it. Well, he gets drafted late first round, has a hell of a rookie season. His future's looking bright as can be. And what does he do? Ruins it. Now, is there another team that may give Pearce a chance, or is there still a chance he stays on the Falcons? It's possible. If he does, it's all based off how talented he is. If you know anything about sports, you can be a piece of shit. But if you're talented and help win football games, you keep getting opportunities. Now, if a regular guy like me or you that's watching this done that, we'd be in jail. We'd be looked at different for the rest of our lives. But we've got multiple examples of other people being pieces of shit and keep getting on opportunities in the NFL, NBA, all these other sports. Leonard Little, Dante Stallworth, literally ran over somebody, killed him drunk. He's in the NFL playing the next year. Henry Ruggs is an example that didn't get another chance and is still in jail going 150 miles an hour. Kills somebody. He's still in jail. It goes back to what your parents tell you as a kid, like, your last name is something to be proud of. You don't want to tarnish your last name. Because when you do, it makes your whole family look bad. These guys get a little money. Some of them's got mental health issues. But you kind of have to be a little off in the head to be good at football at certain positions. You got to be a little crazy to want to bust heads every single play. Try to basically hurt each other for 60 minutes every Saturday or Sunday. I'm disappointed in James Pearce. He was one of my favorite Vols when he was at Tennessee. Absolute game wrecker off the edge. I'm done with him, though. Even if he gets another chance, once you go that far, to make a woman's life miserable, I mean, you're a piece of crap. Let's be honest about it. What are y'all's thoughts on James Pearce? Tell me what you think about the 2027 quarterback commit. Are you high on him like I am? Are you a stargazer that's, oh, we're 3-star you. Oh, no wonder we'll never win a title taking 3 stars. That's how some ball fans are. I like Heupel going after a high upside, underrated guy. 6'2", 220, runs a 4.6, 4.5, y'all. If that dude dials his arm in, he's going to be an absolute beast. Like I say, he's just rated low because he hasn't played much. He's been injured. What's your thoughts on the cornerbacks coach leaving? I get it. The NFL, all you do is coach. You go to the NFL, you just coach. You coach in college, what do? You got to coach. You got to recruit. You got to cater to 17, 16-year-old kids to get them to sign with your school. You go to the NFL, you get a free agent, you get a draft pick, and you just coach. So really, coaching in the NFL is easier than coaching in college as far as if you're just wanting to coach. If you're not a people pleaser, if you're not a talker, you're not all that, NFL is where you want to be. So I don't blame him for taking the NFL job. That's a lot of coaches' end goal is to coach in the NFL. There's college coaches, there's NFL coaches. Some guys prefer the NFL. I wish him nothing but the best. Y'all comment on the video. Give me your thoughts. Let's talk about it in the comment section. Make sure you smash that thumbs up. Hit that bell. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. It's easy. It helps me out. It does nothing for you. It just helps you get the videos. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hope everybody had a great week. It's hump day. We're halfway there, y'all. As always, God bless and go Vols.